I am delighted to be joined by Ed Gray today. Thank you, Ed, for taking the time to chat to me about your
Pleasure.
upcoming conference presentation. So you are presenting live in person in May 2026, and your topic is NLP, IFS, and the Samurai's Code, coaching from self. So please do
Mm.
start by telling me a little bit more about yourself and your presentation.
Thanks, Karen. It's very exciting to be able to present at the conference again, particularly the in-person conference. So thank you for the opportunity. So I'm an exec coach and a psychotherapist, and I've been in this business for around 25 years now, and using NLP consistently throughout that. My presentation summarizes what has become a very multimodal approach that I use, blending NLP, internal family systems, and in this case, a framework of the Samurai Code, the Bushido Code. My aim is to help practitioners build resilience, self-awareness, and self-compassion in their client work. So that's
Cool.
really what I'm trying to do here.
Wonderful. And it sounds very you're weaving a lot of things together, which is
Indeed.
lovely.
Yeah.
So do tell me, Ed, what is fresh, innovative, and new that delegates will take away from your presentation?
Well, here's the thing. As coaches or therapists, um, we personally and professionally invest in the outcomes for our clients. And this can be a challenge and it can sometimes be a risk. We put ourselves on the line for the outcomes for our clients. And we all know that all the work we do is co-created. There's a co-creation dynamic always. Outcomes are shaped by both the practitioner and how they're showing up, and by the client. So practitioners need to be very aware of their own inner landscape, their parts, as it were, in real time during sessions. So my practice in this very multimodal way has for a long time combined as a framework the 7 virtues of the Bushido Code. Some will know about this, some may not, hopefully, but it has given me a great framework through which I can really become clear about my intentions, become more aware of the inner parts that show up during the sessions, and even provide for delegates a heuristic structure as sessions unfold. So the session that I'm running will provide what I feel is quite a new multimodal approach, really, hands-on tools actually that merge NLP, coaching, IFS, and this Bushido code, of course, blended with the last 25 years or so of my own experience. So I'm really looking forward to
A
it.
lot
There's
to
lots
pack
in there,
in.
yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely. So what top tip would you give to delegates attending your presentation?
Well, at the heart of NLP, as we know, is state in many ways. Our state, how our state is during any session with a client, is going to be key. It's pivotal to any outcome that we get with our clients. So I guess a top tip would be to really prepare ourselves for the presentation, specifically attending to our state. So your practitioner state is really your greatest asset, really.
Mm.
So pausing, noticing what's present in this internal landscape, and really, I guess, whether you're in session with a client or not, getting used to noticing the difference between when we are led by this embodied self, our true self, some would say, or whether we're being led by parts in our life. So I guess delegates coming to the presentation will want to become aware of the difference between the two.
Mm. Good tip. Thank you, Ed. So what inspired you to want to present at what's going to be the last in-person NLP conference?
Well, notwithstanding the fact that it is the last in person, and that's very exciting to be part of that illustrious group. And I saw my face against an ANLP post the other day, which had next to my face Robert Dills. So I mean, goodness me, I mean, it's rather, the kudos is rather exciting, I have to say. Um, the reason I wanted to bring this topic to the conference is because I do see a genuine and developing need for stronger practitioner well-being and practitioner well-being and resilience and emotional flexibility and behavioral flexibility in today's very challenging world. And I really want to share a practical, integrated approach that helps practitioners stay resourceful and present with their clients. And of course, the NLP conference is an ideal community for exploring these sorts of innovative multimodal approaches. So it's a great opportunity to, I guess, share what seems to have been working for me now for several years. So
That's a lovely. I think that's the same with so many of the presenters. Is that just desire to share, and it's such a lovely altruistic way to approach the conference. So thank you for that, Ed. And just to remind those watching, Ed is presenting live in person at the NLP conference in May 2026 on the topic of NLP, IFS, and the Samurai's Code, coaching from self. So thank you so much, Ed.
It's my pleasure. Looking forward to it.